Hello scientists, I'm Ezegius Wolf. Welcome back to the gaming facility. Today, we're going to have a look at some tips for the card game Balatro. These will be handy beginner tips that will help you improve your game and help you win more runs. Stick around to the end of the video for a bonus tip that I've seen almost nobody else talk about on YouTube. We're going to start with some settings to make your life a little bit easier. Firstly, you can turn on multicolored decks by going into the settings. This will help prevent you from confusing clubs and spades or hearts and diamonds when you're on a flush draw or you think you have a flush when actually you don't. By coming into the settings, there's an option to turn on high contrast mode. This will make it so the cards all individually jump out at you, and it's much easier to tell different suits apart. On top of that, you can change the themes of each of the suits based on popular video game franchises. Some suits, for example, will have cards covering characters from The Witcher. There's a set based on Among Us. There's also another set based on The Binding of Isaac. Now, Balatro is what's referred to as a roguelike. This means between runs you can unlock more resources to help you with game progression. This comes in the form of cards such as Vouchers and Jokers. If you aren't a fan of the meta progression that's common amongst a lot of roguelite games, then you can go to Profile. You can unlock all of the unlockables for the game. Just be aware that doing this will prevent you from being able to obtain any of the achievements for the game on that profile. When playing hands or discarding cards, you should get into the habit of reordering your jokers to maximize their influence. The effect of your jokers is applied from left to right. This means that you want jokers that add to your multi on the left and jokers that multiply your multi on the right. If you already have a joker or a tarot card in your joker or consumable zones, then those cards won't appear again in the shop. You can use this to thin the herd of cards that you have to sift through when buying packs or restocking the shop and looking for a particular card. When starting a run, it is best for you to minimize how much money you spend so that you can get to $25 as quick as possible. This is because you'll gain an extra $1 per $5 that you have, up to a maximum of $25. This means for every blind that you play that you're over $25, you get an extra $5 at the end of that round to use in the shop. When learning the game, you'll want to follow a basic strategy. This ends up being a 1-1-3 strategy for your jokers. This means that typically you want one joker that is increasing your chip value, one joker that is adding to your multi value, and 3 jokers that are multiplying your multi value. This can get expensive, however, so it is often worthwhile picking up an economy joker that can help generate money until you can buy the jokers that you actually need to progress through the game. Doing this as well as using tip 4 means that you'll be able to reroll shops multiple times each blind to seek out the jokers that you're after. You can click on the deck to see what cards are left. This will let you know if it's worth trying to chase down that flush or straight draw that you have in your hand, or to try and go for something else. Even when cards are face down, they can be sorted by suit or rank. This can give you a last ditch effort to get a flush if you're out of options and have a handful of face down cards. There are 2 types of vouchers that become available in the store, the basic and the upgraded. In order for the upgraded version of a card to appear in the store, you need to have already bought the basic version in that run. Along with the normal poker hands, there are 3 additional hands that the game doesn't tell you about until you play them. These are the 5 of a kind, the flush house, and the flush 5. These hands also have their own celestial cards used to upgrade them. These also won't be available until after you've played the relative hand in a given run. Before we cover the bonus tip that I haven't seen covered anywhere else, I'll get you to hit the like button and subscribe. This helps my videos get picked up so more people can see my tips, guides, and reviews. I appreciate it every single time someone subscribes. And here's the bonus tip for the day. If you have unlocked the misprint joker, then you can use this to know what the next card in the deck will be. It'll tell you with the last 2 or 3 letters or numbers on the card text. S is for spades, H is for hearts, D is for diamonds, and C is for clubs, and will always be the last letter on the card. And then the number matches with the rank of the card, with 11 being jokers, 12 being queens, and 13 being kings. and the ace is a 1. This means you have a bit of a hint to if you should try and chase down that last card that you need to complete a hand. Even if you don't have the misprint joker amongst your hand, you can still go into your collection section and see the misprint joker there, and it will still tell you what card is coming next in your deck, even if it's not in play. You can check out some of my content for Abiotic Factor in this playlist, or check out my most recent review here. Until next time, don't forget to be awesome.